RiotGunAmericore.com. I'm your host, Ryan Pena. Welcome back to the show, the Church of Rock and Roll, here on this fine Sunday afternoon in beautiful Southern California. We're in Rancho Cucamonga. That's where the ChaoticRadio.com studio is. I go through engineers like toilet paper. So right now I got my main man Dutchy, the punk rock DJ.
Fuck, I'll take that as a compliment. Eh? I'm a piece of toilet paper.
No, I didn't mean you, man. It's just like fuck. Since I started, I can't even count. It's like I've been through engineers, like I've been through fucking bass players, man. It's fucking crazy. So thanks, buddy, for
anytime, man.
Appreciate it, man. I got a great band in studio. Let me start because I always talk about the week. You know, we didn't do the show last week because it was Easter. So, you know, I hope everyone had a great Zombie Jesus Day. Actually, I had a really good day, as I've talked about it on the show a few times. My wife and I are foster parents, and we don't take in little kids because I like sleeping, so I don't do the diaper shit. But we take in teenagers, you know, because no one really wants to. And actually on Easter, this is a crazy weird story. I'll just say it real quick. 1 year to the day was when we got our first foster child placement. Our first foster child, her name was Sabrina, and she's aged out and she's back living with her family, which is what we want. You know what I mean? People always confuse foster with adoption. We don't adopt children; we just foster them. You know, we help get them back on track. You know, when they get taken out of their home for any number of horrible reasons that I will not get into because it'll fucking give you nightmares. A year to the day was Easter, and we got a call from placement from the county, and we got a new girl, and her name was Sabrina, and she's actually a musician. And last night was her prom, so I haven't seen her yet. I hope she had a good time. Sabrina, sweetheart, we're glad that you're in our house. And anyway, so it was a good week, you know. And not only that, no friends of mine or musicians that I know died, so that's always a fucking plus, right? Anyway, if you want to call in and talk to myself or Dutchy the punk rock DJ or my esteemed colleagues, my guests, look at that fucking fancy talk. Our new call-in number is area code 909-360-8330. Oh, shit, I gotta say this. Yeah, this is why this is fucking the best week ever. I just got back from band practice, and if you guys listen to the show, you guys know that I'm a musician as well. You know, the Black Lung Show is all about bringing you some of the best up-and-coming bands, some of the most legendary bands. But you guys know I play too. You know, my band Something Ferocious is back. If you guys heard, a couple of weeks ago, my drummer Greg the Hammer Stillman was in a nasty car accident. He got his brand new car totaled, and we've been waiting on him. We had to cancel some shows, but we're back. We just got done practicing right now. We're sounding all right. You know, even started laying down some new tracks. Writing some new material. We're halfway through our new album that we're recording with Eddie from the Voodoo Glow Skulls over at Dog Run Studio. So if you're in a band and you're in the Inland Empire, look up Dog Run Studios. Eddie is a fucking class act. Can't say enough about how much I love the Voodoo Glow Skulls, all the guys. So anyway, with that said, you are listening to the Black Lung Show in studio. Finally, I've been wanting these cats for a long time because I'm actually a fan, and I've had the chance to not play with this lineup, but we'll get to that. This is Riot Gun. How you guys doing?
Doing good, Ryan.
Yeah, all right. You like that?
Thanks for having us.
No problem, man. Thanks you guys for coming down. So why don't we do this? Let's do the introductions right now. Let's go across the room, starting over on my right with Lisa. Introduce yourself to the listening audience. Tell the people who you are and what you play in the band.
My name is Lisa Bennett. I play bass.
Larry Luggs, guitar, lead vocals, master of the keg.
All right.
Matt Bone Marrow, I play drums, background vocals whenever I can work it in with my fills.
I like that, dude. Is that it? That's a good nickname right there. Matt Bone Marrow?
Yeah.
Bone Marrow.
It got stuck.
It got stuck?
Somebody. And once nicknames, you don't get to choose it.
That's true. That's true.
Once you're stuck with it, you just deal with it.
Unless you're in Guns N' Roses, and then you say, I want to be Axl.
Oh, yeah.
Call me Slash. Call me Slash.
God, I don't like that, man. Now, you can't give yourself a nickname. You know what I mean?
No.
It just doesn't work. So who's not in studio with us that's in the band right now?
Jake, Brad. He's at work.
Jake Brad?
Well, Brad.
He has aliases?
Well, his last name's Jacobson. He just goes by Jake. But,
okay.
But we call him Brad, family thing. But if I can mention somebody, we brought Eddie Little Smoky Castro with us. He's our tour manager and road manager.
Little Smokey. Yeah.
He gets the shit done. I mean, when we're out there, I mean, we know when our set's done, we got to move stuff back to the trailer, and he makes sure that everything gets to where it needs to be.
He's not impaired like the rest of us, so he can actually keep account of everything. And
well, right off the bat, I already hate you guys. Fuck. I mean, no, it's fucking. I wish we had a little Smokey. We don't got shit, man. We used to our roadies and we never had a tour manager or anything like that. Our roadies always be more drunk than us and fucking up our equipment. So
that doesn't work.
No, that's good, man. Hey, welcome to the show, Little Smokey. Wave.
He's really good at clearing out the drunks and the ruffians too from the first.
Yeah. Keeps them off the stage whenever they get a little rowdy.
I need a little Smokey in my life. God damn it.
Well, we could rent them out to you guys.
All right. So RiotGun. Let's start right off the bat with I ask everybody that comes into the studio about the name of the band, because first off, I mean, the name is fucking rad, but being a musician myself and playing with bands, it's always a tough thing to get everyone to agree on a name. Was there a certain meaning behind the name, or did you just say, what do you want to call the band? RiotGun. Fuck yeah, let's do this. Is that how it happened, or was there a little bit more thought into the process?
It was basically how you described, but with a little bit more thought. I mean, we formed in '93. It was a little bit less than a year after the big LA riots, and that was always on my mind, and I was just thinking, I mean, music at that time was pretty crappy. Red Hot Chili Peppers were all over the radio. Nirvana was all over the radio. Somebody needs to shoot something and tell people all that stuff sucks. And the underground, there's a plethora of great music. So, I mean, if you know anything about a riot gun isn't a lethal weapon. It's shoots sandbags, rubber bullets, and the whole intention of it is to get people to wake up and realize, hey, you're doing something fucking stupid. You better stop what you're doing and get back on the right track, or they're going to bring in the real artillery,
Yeah.
So it's kind of just that thought. Like, you remember how the early '90s were? It was just a bunch of weird stuff on the radio.
Everything had crossed over. Punk wasn't necessarily punk. Metal wasn't metal. It was, record companies were telling the punk bands, well, you better go metal, because if you want, to stay in this game, you better do this, because this is what's happening. And then the punk, the punk bands were going, what do we do? Nobody knew what to do. It was just getting to the point where everybody was so confused, and I think they were listening to labels and everybody else but themselves and their heart, and a bunch of just crappy stuff came out of it.
Yeah, well, I'll say that about that because I remember that's when I started playing, was in the '90s. I remember because I thought it was a very weird transition from the '80s, because you had that whole model from the record labels where you had like the hair bands, right? The hair bands put out one song, hopefully it was a hit, and then the next one was a fucking ballad. Always, right?
Yeah. It was a terrible recipe.
Exactly. And it was always constantly that. And then, Nirvana came out with Smells Like Teen Spirit, and everyone was like, oh shit. And then the grunge hit. And then something happened to punk rock. And here I am fucking telling you guys right before the show. I don't like talking shit, about music, but there was this brand, what do they call it? The third wave of punk rock. Mm-hmm. Some of it was good, and a lot of it was just very cookie cutter, like where all the bands sounded the same. You know what I mean? I think that's when pop punk really like exploded.
Yeah, it kind of did. I mean, because I was around the years too where Green Day and Offspring, got on the radio and stuff. So there was a lot of like cookie cutter bands. They were saying, hey, let's cash in on this formula. We want to get signed. And then indie labels would pop up. And they were specific to genre. It wasn't really about, punk is the big cultural thing. It was, we're going to do pop punk. We're going to do, straight edge punk. We're going to do, and it's still kind of going on a little bit to this day where we're only going to do this type of music on this type of label, and we're just going to be real narrow-minded and not expand the horizons of punk.
Right, exactly. I feel you.
Isn't Victory Records still around? They were that.
You gotta talk into
Yeah,
there.
Victory Records, they were that straight edge label.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they're still around.
I don't know if they're still around. I
still
remember
around.
they got. Are they? Because I thought they got absorbed by A&M at some point.
Oh, they might have, but anyway, well, before we continue with the interview, a quick point I want to say to everybody is that this is your show. This is the Black Lung Show. You know, it's all for you guys, and I appreciate all the bands that have been in here because we need to show unity as far as the music scene goes. You know what I mean? A lot of bands are out for themselves, and that's not how to make our scene, you know, great. And I want to say thank you to everyone that listens, because I don't know we don't know who fucking listens, you know, if we don't have a tracking device thing on here. But I will say this, on social media, I see a lot of people, you know, Joy Jett, I think she's in Texas. Victoria Lynn's in New York, listens every single week. I saw Lauren Shitberg from the Less Offs. Everyone was sharing the post of Riot Gun being in studio today, and that's what I'm saying. I appreciate that. You know, if you guys have music, send it to blacklungshow@yahoo.com. You know, if you suck, I'm sorry, you're not going to be on the show. But like I said, I only bring you guys, you know, the coolest bands. So anyway, let's do a quick introduction because we're going to play some old stuff from Riot Gun. But the reason why Riot Gun's in studio today is because they have a brand new album that we're going to be talking about, and you guys are going to hear it first on the Black Lung Show. It's a chaoticradio.com exclusive. But the first track we're going to play is self-titled, right? Riot Gun.
Yeah.
All right.
First 7-inch back in '93.
Perfect. All right. So you're listening to Black Lung Show. This is chaoticradio.com. Here is Riot Gun. As she tunes it up.
This is Eddie Casillas from the Voodoo Glow Skulls, and you're listening to chaoticradio.com.
Fuck yeah! Look at Dutchy, man. Not only is he a fucking is he one of the his show is actually my favorite. You know, I like my show too, but man, Dutchy's show is fucking rad. And Dutchy, I got some news for you, brother, because I know you never know what the fuck's going on your own show. Right?
I never know what the fuck's going on any day I wake up. What's going on here? Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you some news because you never know who's coming on your show.
I don't even check. I come in the studio, I see who the guests are.
I got a surprise for you.
Tell me.
This band RiotGun is gonna be on your show May 2nd.
Oh, now you've ruined my day, see? that means I've got to fucking listen now and find out what the fuck's going on.
You'll forget.
You know, exactly.
You totally will. Well, that's a good thing because the one thing I'll say about this show, man, it goes so fucking fast. We have so much fun on the Black Lung show. It's kind of like my band, you know. I don't understand how those bands that do like covers of the classics that go on stage and play for like 2-3 hours. Fuck, dude, I'll give you 30 minutes to an hour and then I'm fucking done. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's like quick sex. Like you're that's all you're gonna get.
Well, that's because you're wearing a 3-piece suit when you play.
Yeah, so that's true.
It's a little hot, you know.
It is.
I did a very short stint with an Irish pub band, and we had to do the 3 sets a night.
Oh, that's horrible, isn't it?
It was awful because I didn't have much prepare time, and all the songs were the same.
Well, yeah.
And you don't get to memorize them, so I had to go up there with a music book and chord charts and try to, like, the song would start and I'd be flipping through pages trying to figure out which one.
Right. How about Dutchy? Dutchy plays in the Part-Time Punks, and sometimes Casey Roy from DI jumps in and sings with you guys. How long is your set, brother?
Regularly, because we play with 5 bands when we do a show, you know, you get a 30 to 40 minute set. But 2 years ago, we played the Black Watch and we did 3.5 hours.
Oh my Jesus!
Right. We did 3 fucking sets.
That's unbelievable.
Right? And we had no choice because the other bands pulled out, and we just kept playing because people were fucking loving it. But I guess that's lucky when you play old school covers that everyone knows every word to every song.
That's true.
You can kind of get away with it a little bit.
Right.
So.
All right,
fuck that shit. Fuck that.
Well, anyway, look, don't even worry about it, man. For the listening audience, you're gonna get a longer show with RiotGun because Dutchy does. Your show is what, 2 hours?
2 hours on a Tuesday.
Yeah, so you're gonna get into all the stuff that I miss, and you're gonna forget tomorrow that RiotGun was probably in the studio anyway. So when they come in, they're like, "Oh, who are you guys?" I never met you.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I know this shit. Anyway, I got a cool story about RiotGun. Is that one of the very first I bought your album in the early 90s, and I say album, but it was on cassette tape.
Brow, the legendary Brow cassette.
Yeah, I had that. It was I bought that at the Mad Platter in Riverside. You guys remember that place?
Yeah, I remember.
It's now moved. It's not the same. It's not the same anyway. With that being said, here's fucking segue. Check this out, Dutch. I'm getting good at this bullshit. Yesterday was
lucky.
I know, right? Well, fuck. You know, the alcohol helps. And cheers, by the way. Cheers to everybody. We're all having a nice Sunday afternoon adult beverage, except for Lisa. Lisa's responsible. You know, I can't wait to be an adult. You know, I want to be responsible too. But yesterday was record store day. I don't know if everyone knows that. I'm so glad vinyl is back, and I went into the greatest record store yesterday, Dr. Strange Records.
Of course,
Dr. Strange is the shit. If you're listening to the show, trust me. If you walk into Dr. Strange, it's down the street here from the studio. It's in Altaloma. It's still Ranch Cucamonga, Altaloma, and record store day is just and it's made up holiday, but at least this one's good because you can go in there and spend some money on some good stuff. You got to walk into Dr. Strange with some money because you're gonna walk out with a stack. So yesterday I walk into I walk into Dr. Strange and Bill looks at me, and Dutchy's like, "Hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing?" And we start shooting the shit. And he's like, "Who do you got in the show tomorrow?" I'm like, "RiotGun." And first thing he looks at me and he's scratching his head. He's like, "Larry." You know what I mean? That's why Bill is the fucking coolest cat in the fucking planet, man. He knows fucking everything about music. And he's got the best selection of records. If you're listening and you unfortunately don't live in Southern California, which may be a good or a bad thing, go to drstrangerecords.com. You can order any of his stuff online. And so here's what I scored yesterday. I bought a record. I gave it to my bass player today. My bass player was in a band called The Misguided, and so I knew he doesn't have his own records. You guys, I had a conversation with Bill about that yesterday. In the bands that you guys have been in, do you guys still have your any of your records
Not a damn thing.
See, that's exactly what Bill said, and that's the same thing with me. All the bands that I've been in, I don't have shit to show for it. You know, I can't play. What about you, Larry? Do you still have any of your old stuff?
I have a lot of the test pressings still.
Okay, but I mean, like actual like CDs or vinyl or anything like that from your older bands.
For my older bands, I think I have one CD, and I think I got it on eBay. You know, because I mean, you know, when you're in the band at the time, it's the '80s. You just want to move product,
right?
You want to
give
the
them
more
all
people
away.
that gets your stuff, the more people are gonna respond to your band, and you're gonna hopefully become this like really cool alternative underground figure like Tom Waits or something. It never happened, but you know, that's what you're hoping.
All right.
But you know, and for Bill, I want to thank him personally because I was a pain in the ass in the 80s and the early 90s. This is before eBay, and I go, you know, I have this Naked Ray Gun 7-inch that's on green, but I heard they did a purple one, and I go, dude, you got to find it for me. And he would do whatever magic he would do, and a month later he's all, I got it. You want it? And I'm like, yeah. He said, well, how much is it? I'll send him the money. Mail it to me. And that was the great thing about Doctor Strange was anything that I couldn't get my mitts on, he could find it. And I'm pretty sure it's still the same.
It's the exact same way. I mean, you can call him and find stuff. So anyway, so check it out. So real quick, because I don't have anything scripted for my show ever. We just kind of go with it, you know. And so yesterday I went in. So I told you I bought the Misguided from my bass player because he was in that band. I was like, here, I know you don't have your own shit, dude. So I gave him that record. I love the record store exclusives. I got a 7-inch from Mike Watt and the Second Men.
Nice.
Mike Watt is fucking amazing, man. I saw him play live. He did like 600 songs in like an hour. You know, no fucking breaks. I'm kidding about that, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway,
and you know, it's Iggy Pop's birthday weekend, and Mike Watt's a member of the Stooges. So.
Exactly.
So let's toast to that.
We'll toast to that, to the Stooges
and Iggy,
and you can make sure you guys watch Gimme Danger, the new.
I love it.
Wasn't that a great documentary?
That was incredible.
Okay, so one last thing, because I got to make sure that we spin some vinyl on the show, because I got to do that. So here's a segment that I think is real cool. It's called Random Records, and what I do on the show is that I go into Doctor Strange and I'll just buy a random record because I like the name of the band. Like I'm a sucker for that. You know, you say you can't judge a book by its cover. Fuck that, dude. If there's a band called the Exploding Fuck Dolls, which is my favorite band name ever,
there you go.
I'm gonna buy that record. You know what I mean? So I went in there and I saw this. Here's the vinyl. You guys are looking at it too on YouTube. Check this out. The Cute Lepers. And see these two sexy bastards right here?
Hey, that looks like my bees.
These are the guys from the Briefs. They were in studio. Yeah. Wow. So this is kind of not that random. I told Bill, you know, Bill was like, "Hey, dude, it's a great record. I'll play it for you in the store." I'm like, "No. RiotGun's coming in the studio tomorrow. We're all gonna listen to this for the very first time together."
Great.
Dutchie too. I've never heard this. You know, we're gonna spin the vinyl, and here it comes. Check this out.
And it's track one.
Yeah, it's track one. That's all I can do.
We'll tell you the story behind that later.
Yeah. Here are the Cute Lepers. You're listening to Black Lung Show on chaoticradio.com.
We're the bonus song of the day. Our names who are like, we already look alike, but now we're really just in it to play. Some hits, don't blink, you won't wanna miss your idea of fame, because after the charts, you're replaced. Bobby is a rocker, he's a makeup wearing shocker, and he's surfing right along with the trends. They got him on the tube, and they got him in rotation. Last week he was a sensation. Some hits burn harder. Don't blink, you won't wanna miss your idea of fame, because after the charts, you're replaced. One hit, one hit, one hit. 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 Being jealous know how to make a profit grow. Ain't no other reason to stay. All the managers, lawyers, accountants, and great. The scenario is lovely that way. Love that favor. Some hits burn harder. Don't blink, you won't wanna miss their idea of fame, because after the charts, you're replaced. Like cool bands, boy wonders.
The Cute Lepers on the Black Lung Show, spinning some vinyl. I'll turn everybody's mics back on. What'd you guys think? Was it cool?
I liked it.
It was very briefish.
It was, right? It was.
Yeah. The guitar sound and the vocals.
Exactly. Same thing. I'm a huge Reese fan, so that works out.
Yeah.
What year was that? Roughly.
I think this was 2009. Yeah, that's when the record was released. It's the Cute Lepers. And then speaking of 90s stuff too, I was in there at Doctor Strange, and I think Steve was in some band called Green Apple Quickstep, and they were a grunge band from Seattle, and they were 90s. They had some music in the Basketball Diaries and a couple other movies and stuff.
No shit.
Yeah, trip out, right? Some random facts. So, segue again, Larry. I have heard from people that you are a punk rock connoisseur of. Well,
I've been collecting records since '78. I wouldn't say connoisseur, but I'm definitely an enthusiast.
How about that's connoisseur is a fancy word. How about like an encyclopedia of punk rock? I know you've got a lot of knowledge about that stuff too, right?
Yes.
All right. Let me ask you this, because when I grew up, I'm a little bit younger than you, and so for me, when I first discovered punk rock, the first band I heard, I think, was the Misfits, and I was like, oh my god, I love the Misfits, and of course that led to the Sex Pistols, and it led to me, discovering the New York Dolls and all that kind of stuff, and then Richard Hell and the Voidoids, and all that kind of old stuff. But then I started really getting into the early California punk rock bands, and so I know, when was your first show? When did you start playing?
When I started playing?
Yeah.
Or when my first actual gig as a kid going?
Either way, whatever you want.
Well, okay. Well, I guess they go side by side. I saw the Ramones in '79 at UC Irvine. At that point, I wasn't a true musician. I played trumpet in the school band or whatever. Saw Dee Dee Ramone, on the bass, and I go, I want to grow up to be that guy. I want to be Dee Dee Ramone, And
I said the same thing.
Yeah, and
I want to be Joey Ramone.
And we had actually, me and my friend Chad and Rich, we had gotten there 4 hours before the show. We were 14 years old. We're hanging out the back. We saw the white van that Monty Melnick was driving, escorted the Ramones in for their sound check. And I remember just being a 14-year-old kid yelling, "Hey, Dee Dee!" And he turned around and he points at me and goes, "Hey!" And at that point, I knew I was going to be a bass player, even though I'm not a bass player now. Lisa is, but I think my first show as a musician was 1980 at the Boys Club in Placentia. We had thrown it ourselves. Our bass player, Ray Bees, worked at the Boys Club. He was able to get us the hall. We did a show with Agent Orange, us. We were called Morbid Face. Our symbol was a Reagan head with crossbones.
Nice.
And God, I can't remember who the other band that opened. They went on to become Zoog's Rift on SST. I think they were called Jews from the Valley.
All right.
But it was a, thrown together show. We had 2 weeks time. There was about 100 kids there. It was fun. And we didn't know what we were doing. We just knew we had to turn everything up loud. And
right. Let me hold on.
That's one thing that never changed.
Hold on 1 second. We got a phone call coming in. Caller, go ahead. No? Oh, we lost him, Dutchie?
Hey, I'm good at some things, other things I'm just... Hey, call back. I'll get you straight on the air, brother. I know you're listening, so sorry about that. And as soon as you ring in, I'll get him to you.
All right, that's cool. No worries. Sorry about that, dude. But anyway, you were saying, Larry.
Yeah, it was just, we were 15-year-old kids. We didn't know what we were doing. We threw a show. Out of that initial thing... And this is kind of weird to say because the Fullerton scene has always been recognized as the Fullerton scene, but most of the bands came from Placentia or Anaheim.
Okay.
Like Adolescents, half of them were in Anaheim, half Placentia. My band was Placentia.
But the Galaxy was in Fullerton.
Yeah, Galaxy was in Fullerton. Agent Orange was from Placentia.
Fullerton just sounds better because everyone thinks it's placenta.
Well, I think that would be the attraction to it, but I mean, those were great days and it was very tribal.
All right, we would try this again. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going? It's Ezekiel, one of the usual suspects that always calls into the radio station.
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, I just want to say to the artist there, you guys brought me back to my childhood listening to that music. Classic. It just sounds what punk
Thank
rock
you.
should sound like. Classic.
Wow.
Thank
Thank you, Ezekiel.
Yeah, it was good. It's real good. It's real good. What are you guys up to now? What are you guys playing next? I would love
Well,
to
you
see
know,
this
that's funny
live.
that you should ask that because we're having a record release party for the brand new album, Beer and Revolution. It's out on vinyl, and I promised Dutchie and Ryan I'm going to bring you guys orange splattered vinyl.
Perfect.
But we're going to have our record release party at, what is it, Bar 1650
Corona.
in Corona.
When is that?
Cinco de Mayo,
Cinco de Mayo. All right.
the most sacred of all drinking days in California.
Is it booked or what?
It's booked.
It's all booked.
Yeah. But,
Oh, man, how are we
would
gonna
you
get
want me
in?
to try to
No, I
squeeze
was-
something? Because we got some great bands on the bill. We have Badass from Corona.
Had them on the show. Good friends of mine.
Yeah, great
band.
friends of ours. We got this great band from San Francisco, The Nerve, coming down.
Amazing.
Okay.
A lot
Yeah.
of energy.
And this great band out of Simi Valley, Until We Die, which kind of brings more of a rock feel to the punk thing. And then out of Los Angeles is Kittenhead, which is a pretty much female-dominated punk rock in your face, punk rock and roll band that kicks ass. I mean, what's their slogan? Putting pussy in punk?
Something like that, yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be a fun party, and there's going to be drink specials all night. And Ezekiel, you should go out. I think you'll have a great time.
Yeah, Ryan and I should go out. Ryan and I have been best friends for a long time since we were kids, so we should go out there, Ryan.
Yeah, I think so. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for calling in. Check it out. So you.
All right, you guys.
You just did a
Hopefully
segment.
get to see you. Keep it all up.
Listen to this, dude. Listen to this. Check it out. They're here in the studio because they're doing their record release. So we're going to play right now for you a brand new track off their brand new album, Beer and Revolution. And let me see. I was going to play my favorite song, but
You should play your favorite song.
we should.
You should. I mean, we got plenty of time to
We
do
got some
that.
time. All right.
This is your show. You should play your favorite song. But I want to know why it's your favorite
This is
song
our show.
before you do it.
I don't know, dude. It's just sometimes just a song just grabs you. You know what I mean? That's just the best way I can describe it. It's there's certain songs like I had Narcoleptic Youth on here, and I'm a big fan of Narcoleptic Youth. I played with them before, and Cocktail Sword. It's just fucking just amazing the way that they wrote that song. I'm gonna stab you in the throat with a cocktail sword. Just like even the lyrics are just good. And I'll tell you why after we played this song. Why? Go ahead, Lisa. This is stuff with RiotGun.
I cannot stop the world around me. I don't have time to fight the law. I will not undermine the system. I will not catch you if you fall. No way, not right. I will betray your mission. Come on, we'll fight. My comfortable position. No way, not right. Stuck with my decision. You heard me right. I'm stuck with my decision. You can't win. You can't win. You can't win. I will not harbor ill suspicion. I will not stake the human toll. I will not ask for your permission. Your cup is empty, mine is full. No way, not right. I will betray your mission. Come on, we'll fight. My comfortable position. No way, not right. Stuck with my decision. You heard me right. I'm stuck with my position. You can't win. You can't win. You can't win. No way! Shut up! You can't win! 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 You can't win!
This is Shattered Faith, and you're listening to Black Lung Show on chaoticradio.com.
You are amazing, dude. You were.
Fuck, those things crack me up. I fucking love them. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but see, like I told you guys, this is a punk rock show. Dutchy's looking at me through the window, and he's like, he's
that means small. I should have just showed you something else.
I thought you were telling me
to turn it down.
That's why I turn it down. So I'm sorry.
We don't fucking care.
Yeah, sorry about that. No, all right. So I can answer your question now. As a lyricist myself, there's just certain songs. I mean, the way that it's written, that song, it's catchy. I love the hooks. I love the song. And I'll tell you the story. When I was listening to it, right, I was drinking heavily. And I was like, the first thing I looked at, I was pissed. I was like, you can't win. And I was already mad. You guys like, fuck you, I can win. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. I didn't realize what you guys were actually singing about. And we were talking about that, the grumpy old men kind of syndrome. Do you want to elaborate on the lyrics and explain that too?
Yeah, well basically, we're stuck in our ways is what we're saying.
Right.
So we're saying we have our own agenda. We're going to do what we feel is right, and there's nothing you could do with whatever your teenage kid angst, whatever, to keep us from doing what we're going to do. We're old men. We're pissed off of the system. We got to water our lawns, but only twice a week because of the drought.
But it better stay green. Or you get a
but it's all about. We're saying we're winning, and you're not going to win against us.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not that same type of like circle jerks back up against the wall thing.
Right.
This is our wall. We built it ourselves. We're entitled to whatever we're entitled to. So fuck you. You can't win. You can't tell us what to do.
Exactly.
We pay our taxes, and we do this, we do that. We have to drive our kids to violin recitals, whatever. You can't win. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to stop, man. I feel I got that, dude. When I heard the lyrics, I was like, again, what I'm saying, that shit moves me. The same way that I write. So let me ask you about the writing process for the new album. Is there something that you guys when you guys write the songs, is there topics that you want to talk about? Is it more just about your personal life, or is any of this stuff kind of political? Because that always gets fucking hairy and shit, because a lot of these punk bands they're so fucking far left and so right. I used to remember just punk rock just being fuck you, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and that's what I love about it.
That's a great question, man.
It is,
and Larry can answer that perfectly.
Well, there is definitely a process, because a lot of times I'll come up with like this vague skeleton of a song, and these guys know there'll be a practice, and I'll be saying, hey, I got this idea, we got to play it right now. And once I get it dialed in with Matt doing something on drums, I'm able to remember it. And then it might sit a couple weeks, and we'll come back to it later. And then I'll tell Matt, I go, you give it a name, because I don't write anything on paper or.
Oh, you should, dude. I wrote the baddest fucking song last night, but I was drinking, and I woke up this morning and I couldn't remember it for shit. But anyway, we got another phone call, man. You guys are fucking famous, dude. I love this shit. All right, go ahead, call. You're on live with Ryan and RiotGun on the Black Lung and Dutchy. This is the Black Lung Show. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, RiotGun?
Hey, Ron. What's up, brother?
What's happening, bro? Just chilling.
You guys, you're talking to royalty right now. This is Ron, the singer of Broken Patron Saints.
Oh, there you go.
Well, now.
How's it going, guys? It sounds awesome, dudes.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
You got to thank Ryan for that. He's the master of the controls here. We're just drinking beer in front of Mike. So.
Dutchy.
But like I want to say, Broken Patron Saints played with Something Ferocious. Great show.
And Dutchy's band.
Dutchy's band, Part-Time Punk. So Ron's the newest member to the family. He comes via good recommendation from a good personal friend of mine, T-Ball, who was in RiotGun for many, many years, and now he's in Nashville making the big bucks, working for big bands out there. But he called me up one day. He's like, I got you're still looking for a singer for the Saints? I got this best friend. We were in high school bands together. The guy loves skateboarding. The guy loves music, and so he came down and
he's nailing it.
Yeah, because we had tried out a bunch of guys, and they were just kind of, I don't know. It's almost like they didn't even hear the music. Ron did his homework ahead of time, came in, and we're writing new stuff as we're talking right now.
Perfect. Well, Ron, let me talk to you for a minute, brother. Hey, check it out.
Yeah.
So I've had the privilege of having the Broken Patron Saints here earlier on the show. I've had the privilege of playing with the Broken Patron Saints. I'm a big fan of the Broken Patron Saints. So I will be the first one to say, from outside the Broken Patron Saints family. Well, I guess I'm kind of part of it now. Yeah, I'd say so. Welcome to the band, dude. I'm excited to hear you because I was actually nervous, dude, because when these guys came in, it's. You guys are all one big Riot Gun, Broken Patron Saints, all one big family. I was bummed when I heard the Broken Patron Saints weren't playing, but I guess you guys are going to be playing now again, and I'm excited. I'm excited to hear June 24th. You even got a date?
Blacklight District.
Blacklight District Lounge in Long Beach. All right, so check it out, Long Beach people. So what bands were you in before, brother? How did you get into the scene, and how did you get turned on to these cats?
Yeah, it's crazy. I have a buddy, T-Ball. He played with Riot Gun for a while. And, me and T-Ball started our music career in high school and shit, all that together. And, a lot of shit happened from then on. I started my band in, 90-something or other, What to Do. It was more like a punk ska band, like hardcore punk ska, that kind of shit. But all these years went by, man, and I was just, kind of chilling, shit, what am I going to do? So I talked to my buddy T-Ball, not too long ago, and he's in Nashville. And he's like, well, let me, I was telling him, dude, I'm bummed, dude. This shit ain't happening. He's like, let me call Larry. Let me see what's up, man. I was like, shit, all right. So he hooked me up with Larry. It was awesome, dude. I met him, within a, few days or so. And he gave me a bunch of music. And, dude, I just was on it from the beginning, And I was fired up, man. I love it, dude. I love the music. And the whole crew is just kick ass. So I'm stoked, man. I can't wait to play on the 24th.
Awesome. Who you guys know? Who else you guys playing with at the Blacklight that night?
Oh, I just saw the flyer this morning.
I didn't even look at. I don't
There's
remember.
some good bands that are playing though.
There's a bunch of good bands. It's going to be Quiet Riot. It's going to be. I think I saw the flyer too. I think
Great White 2.
Great White 2 because there's two bands from Great White. I think Bang Tango is on the bill.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus.
Hocus
getting
Pocus.
back together.
Yeah.
No, members of Bang Tango.
The members of Bang Tango.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, we got times for stories. But hey, brother, look, thanks for calling in, and make sure that you spread the love of the Black Lung Show. Like I said, this show's for all you guys, man. All my friends in the music scene. We want people to hear good music. You know what I mean? I listened to the radio today for the first time, and I was appalled. It's just fucking bullshit. But anyway, with that being said,
I second that motion.
Yeah, like that segue. All right, thanks for calling in, Ron, and we're looking forward to checking you guys out. We gotta wrap up the show because we got another show coming in about 15 minutes. Thanks, brother, and we'll see you soon. All right.
Right on. Thanks a lot. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, Ron. So we got 15 minutes before Dan's sitting here all quiet in the studio. Dan's got his rock to recovery show, so we got to clean up all of our beer cans before his show comes on.
I think we should just fucking. No, it's not. Leave him.
Oh, we will.
I'll join him and I'll have a beer next to him.
All right. So the new album. The new album is called
Beer and Revolution.
Beer and Revolution. See that? See the Dutchie's laughing already. That's why I love these guys, Dutchie. As I'm saying, you know why I bring the best bands? Because look. Those are two of my favorite things. It's like these guys know me personally. They're like, if you came up to me and said, Ryan, would you like to have a beer? I'm gonna say, fuck yeah. And then the next thing, you're like, hey Ryan, do you want to start a revolution? I'm like, it's like you're inside my brain. Beer and revolution. You guys are fucking right on, man. The new album is. You guys are gonna have vinyl, right?
It's out on vinyl right now.
It's out on vinyl. Oh, you sons of bitches.
In Europe, Last Punk Rocker Records, and out here in the States on Crowd Control Media. Thank you, Sheldon. And then probably in the next couple of months, it's going to be, here's the good thing, it's going to be out on CD with some bonus tracks, some unreleased stuff in America that we did in Holland on Mad Skull Records. So there's going to be, how many extra songs is that? That's like 7 or 8 extra songs.
You talking about the stuff that was recorded by Eddie
at the Dog Run and Riverside.
Yeah, look at that. There's the family. The family.
Yeah, he's a great engineer.
Eddie, he is great, man. I play some of our stuff from it now, but we're still in the mixing and mastering kind of phase. All right, so
the iTunes thing will come out when the CD thing comes in with the bonus tracks.
All right, and cool. And the good thing about this, listen, and I will say this: RiotGun. When you look them up online, make sure it's all one word. Don't separate that. I made that mistake when I was trying to get my friend Eric. Oh, and by the way, Eric, thank you, brother, for making the flyer. He makes all my flyers. He books all the shows at the Mission Tobacco Lounge.
Thank you, Eric.
Bacon. So RiotGun, you guys, where can people check you guys out? Facebook, all that kind of shit too?
Yeah, Facebook, riotgun.com. And what are the other things?
Are you guys on Bandcamp or Reverb Nation? Any of that
Reverb Nation.
Okay. We got ours too, but I haven't updated like in a year, dude. I hate that shit.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's so much easier. I mean, and then we got something bigger coming up in the next couple months. It's
is it top secret?
No,
007 kind of stuff.
AmericoreMedia.com. It's going to be like everything that has to do with RiotGun the Saints. We're starting our own record labal.
I know
something
a band.
ferocious.
I know a band.
I think that'd be. They're playing hardball in the bidding war, so we'll see how it goes.
Hardball, shit, dude. A 12-pack of Bud Light, dude, and
all right,
we're there. Yeah.
Contract signed.
Yeah,
then.
there we go. That's right. All right, so the show's winding down. We're gonna end the show with another new track from you guys, but I do have a couple of segments that I do constantly on the show. Because that's what I'm saying. We're all brothers and sisters in this rock and roll world, right?
We are.
So I have the segment's called "Show Some Love." Every single week when I'm promoting the bands, I'm promoting RiotGun right now. I want you to tell me, and I want you to tell the listening audience who they should check out, bands you played with. Because you've already mentioned a few bands that you're playing with on the Cinco de Mayo that I've never heard of, and I want to hear about them. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear fucking another goddamn Metallica song on the radio. I want to hear brand new fucking music like the Cute Lepers.
That was great. Yeah, that was great, by the way.
Not bad, right?
I want to go first because I know if I don't, somebody's going to steal my selection.
There you go. All right. Well, let's start.
I want to say one of
Aldo Nova.
Well, that's number 2.
Okay.
But one of the best bands that play and support. We play with them a lot and stuff, and then. Is Bear Fight. Bear Fight's like one of the best damn bands out there right now.
Yeah.
Dutchie, have you had him on your show?
No, I don't.
You should.
I don't even know.
He might have.
Exactly.
He doesn't remember.
Every time they play, I mean, I can't. I got a smile on my face, and for the next 35 minutes, and they don't seem to understand how great they are. And
Yeah,
so
they're probably one of the best bands in Orange
amazing.
County, and most underrated band.
You guys know them?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. You tell them to contact me and Dutchie and have them come on our shows so we can promote them.
Done.
That's what we do, right, Dutchie?
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, brother.
I'm gonna give just a quick shout out. Mel Shantz from Unit F.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shared everything that we just when I put everything on Facebook saying we were going live and the live stream. The first thing that fucking Mel did was share it with everyone else.
Yeah.
And that's what this is
Mel's
all
a great
about.
guy. He's been a big supporter for the.
That was who
over
I was
20
going to talk
years.
about, Dutchie. You just stole him from me.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, let me apologize to Mel too, because Dutchie, I know you've had him on your show a couple times, and the one fucking time I was gonna have him on the show, we had the technical difficulties and I had to cancel the show. So I've only had to do that twice. I really want to have a Unit F because I love that band. So Mel, if you're listening, the door's open, brother. Like I said, I got this whirlwind of fucking engineers. I never know who's gonna be in here.
I noticed you guys have a barbecue out there. What you should do is have like 5 bands come in, barbecue, do a remote mic out there in the parking lot, and it'll be
it's in the works.
Dutchie's barbecue.
It's in the works, brother. It's in the works.
Listen.
Keep it quiet.
Exactly.
Just in case you're not invited.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, you didn't hear it here on the show. The thing is, and another good segue is that things are changing here at chaoticradio.com. A lot of positive things. There's a lot of great shows here. If you like pro wrestling, we got a wrestling show. We've got Dutchie's got 2 shows where he does 7-8 RPM on Fridays and he interviews bands on Tuesdays. You've got Look What the Cat Dragged In on Thursdays. You've got April Duran's show on the Rag on Thursday's show. We've got the Greg Dixon show on Saturday. We've got motorsports. We've got fucking soccer and or football. And I don't want to mean to offend you. You're English, dude.
No, the list actually is in front of you. But you ain't got time to read it. Just go onto YouTube because everything. See, the show that you guys are doing now, the moment we finish, anyone can watch it at any fucking time.
That's true because we're on YouTube now. You know, you can see.
Right? So if you didn't know that, you are. And unlike podcasts and all that shit, we don't have to go in, cut, edit, and any of that shit. This show, the moment we finish, any one of you anywhere across the world can watch this show with the exact same audio you're listening to now, sir.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, you look cute.
Hello, Fiji.
Yeah, there you go. Well, dude, we got listeners.
Put on my eyeliner.
We've got listeners all over the place. Yeah, you know, that's the one great thing about YouTube. It's a radio show, so you get to look at the back of RiotGun's heads the whole fucking time.
That's the most attractive part.
You know, I want to send love out to a band.
Please do.
Band that's helped us out for the past 20 years, Bone Crusher.
Yeah, definitely.
Great bunch of guys. They
You're the second one that's told me that. Like I think in the last 3 weeks. Call them, tell them to call me, bring them in here in studio. Let's make this. That's what I'm saying. This is the Kaotic Radio family, the Black Lung Show, the Beautiful Disaster family. This is why we do that. Listen, we're running down on time. I tell you, man. Dutchie brings you the best punk bands, and so do I. And it doesn't have to always be punk. You know, I'll bring you, some ska bands, some rockabilly bands. You know, whatever is good. You're gonna hear that on this show. Spread the love. Make sure that people listen in. Support each other's shows. If you guys are playing live, one thing: don't sell tickets. Fuck pay to play. Don't fuck it up for the rest of us. Also, yeah, he's gonna fucking fuck pay to play shirt. Absolutely. Thank you. Also, if you're playing a show, do your part and promote, because it's not the promoter's job always to try to bring people. It's hard as shit all the time. I understand that, especially on a fucking weeknight for us old fuckers. But the third thing you got to do is, if you're playing a fucking show and you're playing with some bands, hey, the Rachel just showed up right now at the end of the show. That's nice. If you're playing a show and you're playing with good bands, stick around and fucking watch them.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
Right?
Show up early.
Show some love. Yeah, show up early. Check out the first band. Just because you're there to fucking see the Damned doesn't mean you're not going to fucking you might not see one of the greatest bands open up the show.
I would recommend showing up an hour before any show, drinking for an hour in the parking lot.
Yes.
So then you don't spend as much inside.
That's right. Thank you. Exactly. What the fuck is going on with venues too right now, by the way? Anyway, dude, charging $8 fucking goddamn dollars a beer. This is punk rock. You know what I mean? The shows used to be fucking either free or $3 or $5, and now it's like $25, $30 fucking dollars to get in. The fucking House of Blues is charging fucking. You gotta take a loan out against your mortgage to get a goddamn beer now. It's fucking unbelievable.
And it takes you half an hour to get the beer too.
Yeah, exactly. Son of bitches. Anyway, that was my positive note.
Yeah, let's end on that.
Anyway,
gotta keep it positive.
Oh shit! I totally just fucked that up.
What?
I have no headphones. I just fucking took them out. Anyway, Lisa. You guys are still here, right? Look at this.
What's next?
What do you guys want to play? I'll give it up to you guys.
You know what? Because we're all in a hissy fit over the $8 price of a beer. What if do you have $2 pints on
Yes,
there?
I do.
Oh.
We have a song that we wrote. Actually, me and Matt wrote the song almost, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
$2 pints back in the day, downtown Fullerton. We used to every Thursday meet up for beers and, drink $50 worth of $2 pints and 50-cent tacos.
And every once in a while,
taco.
at a RiotGun show, when we play this, Larry will talk the bartender into doing $2 pints during the song.
During this song, yes.
God bless you, sir.
It might be,
try that on Cinco de Mayo. So
it might be Rolling Rock or something really bad, but most of the time
no. And Cinco de Mayo, man, it's got to be Dos Equis. It's got to be Tecate. You can see that. I speak Spanish because I'm bilateral.
Wow, I noticed that.
Yeah, exactly.
You rolled your R's.
Well, I'm a Mexican boy in white skin. Yeah.
Is that called a Oreo or no? That's a coconut.
Yeah,
right?
it's a coconut.
No, it's called incognito, brother. I love that. I love that shit. Anyway,
I'm part of that same family. So.
Right. Anyway, you guys have been listening to the Black Lung Show on the world famous chaoticradio.com. We're gonna take you out with another new track from RiotGun. Make sure to tune in to Dutchie's show May 2nd. He's not going to remember, but you guys are. RiotGun's going to be in here for 2 hours, so he gets to ask all the questions I totally fucking forgot. And Dutchy's going to probably ask the same question because he forgot.
That's true, you know it.
Yeah, I do.
So who are you guys?
Hey, I can watch the video now.
But you're not going to do any fucking homework. You never have. Don't fucking lie, you son of a bitch.
It's just not punk rock now, is it?
Oh, Lisa, you're in RiotGun?
That's right. Yeah. We've met before.
I was going to say, I saw your fucking flyer, but you got this is not that bad, is it?
I don't want to name the band because it's gonna fucking be embarrassing. When the bands you guys are playing with, I was at a show supporting my friends, and I showed up, and one of the cats, I reordered the Black Lung Show T-shirts. I bought a bunch of them, but I just gave them away. I think you got one, Lisa, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh shit! Well, never mind. That was bad. But I showed up to the show and I was
Just
like,
go with it.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, this is.
Yeah, I do have
I
it.
got one too. That was awesome.
It was
all time.
amazing. Yeah, so fucking perfect.
She customized it, cut the sleeves off.
That's right. The cat
Made it
this
sexy.
cat was wearing the Black Lung Show, and I walked up. I was like, dude, fucking thank you for wearing that show. He's like, dude, I was on your show. And I was like, oh, really? All right, cool. You know, so I feel you, Dutchy, on that, dude. You know, we have so many fucking bands that come in. You know,
and fans.
Yeah, well, we have some fans now. So we thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts for listening and supporting the punk rock scene. Once again, here is a new track off one of my favorite bands. This is RiotGun. You've been listening to the Black Lung Show on chaoticradio.com.
Cheers.